It's an all-new episode of The Good Stuff. And today, our all-star team of experts are here to help solve your real-life dilemmas. Need real estate advice? Scott McGillivray is here with the best bang-for-your-buck places to buy across Canada right now. Then, it's small space, big transformation for this family when Owen Reeves helps turn their yard into a summer oasis. Plus,
over the past couple of years, I've gone through a pretty significant health journey. I've lost about 140 pounds.
Erica Wark helps this viewer find confidence and a brand new wardrobe to match. And Shahir Massoud has your next dinner party covered with a no-fuss, no-fail recipe to impress. It all starts right now.
Show. Listen, teamwork really makes the dream work. Answering your questions about fashion, real estate, gardening, food, and more, please welcome my expert dream team, Owen Reeves, Scott McGillivray, Erica Wark, and Shahir Massoud. I'm digging the plaids over here. We got the solids over here.
Oh my God, you're right. Plaid versus t-shirts.
Right?
Plaid versus solids.
This was unintentionally. Now I guess a competition. It's going to be fantastic. All right, let's get right to it. Our first viewer wrote to us for Erica's help. Here's her story.
Hi, my name's Nicole. I am 34 years old from Whitby, Ontario. Over the past couple of years, I've gone through a pretty significant health journey. I've lost about 140 pounds. And as a result, I want to change up my personal style and figure out what works best for my new body. For so long, I had to shop in just a couple of stores that have extended sizing, and styles in there are very, very consistent. Lots of loose and flowy clothing, lots of flowers, lots of floral. But now that I have new options available, I'm just kind of lost as to where to start. Every single morning, I pretty much pick out a pair of jeans, a tank top, and a sweater to go along with it. And there isn't much deviation beyond that. I would really like to be able to mix it up a little bit from time to time. In the daytime, I work in tech as a product manager. I have the advantage of working from home on a daily basis, which means, you know, my personal style, my weekend style is also my work style 99% of the time. But in the past couple of months, I have had to go into the office on occasion for some important meetings. And literally all 3 times, I wore the exact same outfit. Jeans with a black tank top and a black blazer. Now it seems to be my work office uniform. My goal style for me is to get into something that is soft and feminine. I would really like to be able to wear something that's a little bit more fitted to the new me. This is really the last step in my journey over the past couple of years, mind, body, and soul. It's really being able to bring the confidence and strength that I feel on the inside more to the outside, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Journey. Well, Erica, you met with Nicole and gave her her requested brand new look. How did it go?
It went incredible.
Yeah.
And I just have to say, like, Nicole was such an all-star.
Yeah.
She was truly game for anything and everything, which again, for a stylist is like a dream client. And I really just wanted to let her personality shine. She is such a joy. And the amount of strength and effort and love and empathy and all of the things that it goes into transforming herself from the inside out is incredible. So I really wanted to celebrate that with her. And I hope I nailed it.
I'm feeling good about it. All right, let's take a look at one last still of Nicole before as we remember, listen, I love a zip-up hoodie and a black tank top. I'm not mad.
Same.
But we are switching things up. All right, is everybody ready to see Nicole now? All right, come on out here, Nicole. Before we get into all of this, how do you feel?
Amazing.
Yeah.
So much energy.
Oh, good. You look absolutely stunning. Also, I used to live in Whitby. Go Whitby. Go team. All right, very cool. Erica, tell us what you did here.
Well, I wanted to make sure, listen, she's starting her wardrobe essentially from scratch. So I really wanted to make sure we incorporated buildable pieces that she could use for work, for weekends, for date night. Anything that could be mixed and matched easily as she continues to build out her wardrobe. I also wanted to add a little femininity, as you mentioned, but then I also wanted to create some really great wardrobe staples to get her ready. And so I think this look really encompasses that by layering lots of beautiful pieces. So we started off with this adorable cami and cardigan set.
So cute.
Done in this lovely crochet. This is from RW & Co. And then over top, we style it with this beautiful faux suede jacket, also from RW. And this is such a great piece because it can be worn as a jacket, but it can also be worn as a blazer. So this is something she could wear to the office,
Also, it's so
but then
soft.
also on the weekends. It's really nice to
so
cuddle up
soft.
next to. And then we finish it off with a gorgeous high-rise, wide-leg denim from Melanie Lynn.
These pants are out of control.
They're a dream.
Yeah, legs for days.
They've got stretch in all the right places, but they still fit her beautiful body. And this is, again, a staple that she will be able to re-wear for many years to come. We accessorized it with a cute little earring from RW & Co. to add a little pop of gold, a little something. We added a beautiful bag from Aldo, and then we also added a fabulous pair of block-heeled sandals. So again, she could wear them for all different walks of life.
Absolutely beautiful, Nicole. You look absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for doing this with us. You were brave. You were so game. I absolutely love it.
Thank you so much.
Great job, Nicole. All right, Nicole, you can head on back. Thanks for doing this with us today. Great work. Okay, Erica, we have to head back into the kitchen because the rest of the team is just hanging out back there. I don't know what they're getting up to. Let's head over. Shahir, you are up. Erica, have a seat. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Were you getting up
fun
to
so
trouble
far.
while we were over there?
I kind of want to make over myself, quite frankly.
I mean, yeah, you're looking sharp
Can I get
today.
some suede, something?
Yeah. All right, Shahir, we've got a question for you from Cindy. It says, hey, Shahir, I need help making something for a crowd. I never know what to make, and I hate being stuck in the kitchen when I'm entertaining. Please help. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy, this is the realest question.
Cindy.
I have the exact same issue. You don't want to be stuck in the kitchen when everybody comes over and is having fun.
Totally. And when you think about it, restaurant cooking is feeding for a crowd.
Yeah.
And one thing we always do in restaurants, mise en place, getting things done in advance as much as possible. So I'm going to show you how to make a grilled swordfish niçoise salad.
Ooh.
As we head into grilling season.
Okay.
You can pretty much make everything in advance, serve at room temp.
Nice.
Beautiful little recipe. Starting with the swordfish. Now, I've got some Canadian swordfish, North Atlantic swordfish. Yes. Sustainable fish. So talk to your fishmonger, ask, is it sustainable? You want to support Canadian, you know, this is North Atlantic, beautiful fish. It's built for the grill.
Okay.
Swordfish, I think, should be grilled. Not necessarily roasted, not necessarily poached.
No, it's a lean fish, and sometimes when you do those other cooking methods, I find it gets dry.
Totally.
Whereas that high heat of the grill,
And it's got to be
delish.
firm enough. Like, if you put a flaky cod on the grill, you might have a problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Your grill is
Amateur hour.
flaky cod. Listen, your grill is eating that cod.
So with the swordfish, little salt and pepper.
Okay.
5 minutes-ish on each side. And notice, I'm not playing with it now. High heat, let it go. Also, this stands up to a lot of spices. If you want to do like a blackened swordfish with some paprika and cayenne and garlic powder on it, really, really good.
Yeah,
but
love
salt
that.
and pepper for this is cool too.
Okay, fantastic.
I'm going to do a quick vinaigrette, and I make this all the time.
Okay.
Like 2-3 times a week, I'm making this vinaigrette.
But have you ever thought of just making a bigger batch? And then you only do it once. Maybe we're on to something here. Right, Shahir?
Not bad.
I know.
Not bad.
We learn every day.
Not bad. No, but I want want to look busy, you know?
Yeah,
I need to look busy in my house.
Yeah.
I got a little lemon juice, a little olive oil, honey, and Dijon. And when you think about it, you can make your own version. It's really about balance. Sweetness, you could use honey, you could use maple, etc. The vinegar, you could use red wine vinegar, balsamic, lemon juice, etc. We're gonna give that a little whisk, Mary, while I tend to my swordfish because the fish is speaking to me.
Okay.
I can hear it.
Do you want a little fish spatula? Exactly.
Look, look. You see, you don't want to play with it too much. Let it do its thing.
Now, swordfish, it has a similar texture to tuna. Like, you don't want to overcook it.
Correct.
It's going to be beautiful.
Well, tuna, though, you want to bring to room temp and really want to keep it quite rare on the inside.
Totally.
Swordfish, you do want to cook through, but not overcook it. It should be opaque and flaky and nice, but you're not serving that fish rare, mid-rare, etc., right? So I do want to cook it all the way through. Beautiful vinaigrette.
I seasoned it. Is that okay?
Please.
Okay, cool. We're good.
Some herbs inside,
Ooh,
always
nice.
nice. Some mint and parsley.
Ooh.
Right?
Listen, anytime
Simple.
you're having people over, if you just think, what would
Yum.
the French do?
What would the French do?
Salad niçoise always looks
Yep.
fancy. Always looks
really
fancy,
does.
And
right?
it's a classic
Yeah.
for a reason, and mix it up. If you do want to grill salmon, you can do that. Swordfish, absolutely. Just be mindful of the fish. A flaky white fish on the grill, maybe not.
Skip it.
Maybe not.
Okay.
We've got a vinaigrette. You could do that in advance.
Okay.
Let's talk salad. So we've got some potatoes, some eggs, classic niçoise stuff, olives, cherry tomatoes, some asparagus that I blanched. And I do want to show you quickly
let's
what
chat
does
that.
blanching mean. Blanching really means into a pot of salted boiling water and have the ice water on the ready. Now, a traditional niçoise, of course, has green beans, but why not switch it up? Scott, I know you've got asparagus growing,
Big time.
so here you go.
I need some ideas. I got
I-
too much asparagus.
Listen, Scott, now that you've said that, I'm coming over.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a
Love
lunch
it.
asparagus.
Please. In the morning, they're like this, and by the evening, I'm like, oh, I need asparagus.
Trim them first. Trim them before you blanch. So again, all this you could do day before you're hosting or even morning of. Blanch your asparagus, make your vinaigrette, think ahead, boil those eggs, and now we're going to start thinking about composing the salad.
Okay.
And here's the thing. Nice
That's a
yolk.
nice
Thank you so
yolk.
much.
No joke.
Here's the thing about composing a salad. Well, we're
Thanks,
rhyming
Scott.
already, Mary.
Such a dad joke.
Yeah, guys, butt Yeah. We have multiple dads here. I got to bring it.
Yeah, keep up.
We're loving it. I've got my potatoes already boiled, so you're doing it all in advance. Now, a composed salad, Mary, I'm going to start to get you to arrange
Okay.
some of my lettuce and really pick a nice lettuce here. This isn't,
Yeah.
you know, you're going to talk about growing lettuce later on. which is
Absolutely.
Oh,
fantastic.
nice, okay.
So
Not,
think
not
about a
basic
nice-
romaine here. We're looking
No,
for
this is
some.
not basic romaine, like a butter lettuce,
Yeah.
right? A Boston lettuce.
You want it to almost look like almost like an artist palette, you know what I mean? Like
Totally.
little bits and bobs
Little
all
bits
around.
and bobs, and those grooves of the lettuce are going to soak up the dressing. Now, here's the thing. Not every salad should be dressed, mixed, vigorously.
Yeah, that's how
And
you
then
do
plate
it.
it.
Now it's gone.
Yeah.
Scott. No.
Tear up that salad. I can't get that in my mouth.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
This is a knife and fork salad.
This is a knife and fork meal salad.
Yeah.
And, like, look, if you've got a kale salad, we were saying, you do want to dress and massage and really kind of toss that salad.
Even also dress it ahead of time. This one,
Absolutely.
too sweet.
Whereas this, if I mixed everything up, the potatoes would disintegrate, the eggs would make an egg salad. So this,
delicious.
right? No,
I don't massage my salad. I eat
you have
it.
to massage, man.
No massages with the salad.
Scott, are you listening? Don't overdo your asparagus either.
Yeah, what are you doing over here, Shahir?
When you see a
You
nice
just-
bright green, now I'm gonna shock it in that cold ice water to stop the cooking. Overcooked asparagus is awful. It gets stringy.
This is
Scott,
true.
are you listening at all? Forget it.
I'm gonna put the tomatoes down.
Tomatoes, radishes.
Beautiful,
And
beautiful.
think about what makes a niçoise so nice.
Oh, you
You've
do
got-
it different. I like this vibe.
Yeah, you know.
I do little piles. You do a little scatter.
I'm a scatterer.
Oh, I like this.
I'm scatterbrained,
He's a
Mary.
real scat, like a jazz guy.
Look
Okay.
at my nice swordfish. I like the vinaigrette also because once you get a nice
a good looking
grill on
salad.
one side, you can kiss it with the vinaigrette.
Yeah. Oh, I like. Oh, Shahir.
Give it a little kiss with the vinaigrette.
Big deal.
Give it a little kiss, Mary. Look at this. And let it finish cooking like that.
I like this.
So
okay.
the vinaigrette is dressing the salad, but it's also kind of basting in the swordfish as you're grilling it on your grill, and it's all fun stuff, right?
All right.
Okay,
We
let's
got it
bring it
flipped.
home. Let's bring it home.
Let's get this salad.
Let's get this
Scott
going.
McGillivray is about to jump
Scott
over the
McGillivray.
thing. Yeah.
So now I've got my rested swordfish. Again, this is at room temp.
Yeah.
This is totally fine at room temp. And just give it
Oh,
little
yeah.
slices and shingle it.
Yeah.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. It really is a meaty fish.
Beautiful.
And just get it on top.
Get it nice. Okay, a little bit of vinaigrette. We're finishing it off. This is the thing you do last minute.
Last
Everything
minute.
else, you could even compose it before, dress it last minute. Cindy,
How
if you
good
do
is that?
this, just a spoiler alert, your guests are never leaving them. So, you know, give or
Depends who you
take.
invite over, Cindy. I don't know.
Listen, Shahir is getting this salad prepped
Yeah.
for our lovely guests here today.
Yeah,
Cindy, I
yeah,
hope that helped, though. We got to take a quick break, but when we come back, our Expert Dream Team will be here, so stick around.
Up next, Scott McGillivray reveals the best bang for your buck places to buy across Canada right now. That's up next. Monday, design legends Colin and Justin reveal how to have that effortless vacation home look without leaving your house. Plus, Top Chef Canada judge Eden Grinchpan joins us with bold, veg-forward dishes from her new cookbook.
Oh my gosh, Eden! Absolute wizard. That is delicious.
That's Monday on an all-new episode.
Questions today. And Scott McGillivray, this one is for you. Okay, it says, hi, Scott. My husband and I are thinking about buying an investment property, but not sure if we've missed the boat. Are there still affordable areas out there with good growth potential? Any hot spots we should be looking at? Thank you so much. Scott, I feel like you get this question a lot.
This is a loaded question.
Yeah.
And I know we never have enough time to answer, but I'm going to take my best shot at it because a lot of people are concerned.
Yeah.
Right? They're worried, and when people have this much uncertainty in the market, they feel paralyzed to make decisions. So I want to make sure that people know that there are some great opportunities out there. You've got to do a little bit of homework, and so I've done that homework for them.
I love
Right?
this. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to talk about a couple different hidden gems across the
Yes.
country, starting off in Edmonton, Alberta.
Yes.
Okay.
Edmonton,
Yeah.
Alberta.
Yeah.
Yes. I would say that Alberta in general is a great place to focus if you're looking for cash flow, right? People who invest in real estate, sometimes they're hoping for appreciation, which is also happening now in Edmonton, which is fantastic. But cash flow is king. So I reached out to some of my trusted agents, and this one popped up on my radar. This one's got a 4-car garage
What?
that comes with it. I know. Yeah, around the backside, you can kind of see the neighbor has one over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
But under $600,000.
Wow.
You're talking. But this one's got a fully self-contained basement apartment as well.
Oh, wow, okay.
On top of that. So you're talking a beautiful home, fairly new, no work to be done, no maintenance to be done. The cash flow from the income suite downstairs will cover approximately half of the home's expenses.
Oh, nice.
So you're living in a whole house with half of the cost.
Yeah.
And this is a great, for under $600,000,
Yeah.
right? You got to give that a shot.
You got to imagine having your coffee sitting right out there, saying hi to your
Yeah.
neighbors.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Snow's gone now.
Snow's
That's the
gone
good
now,
news.
yeah,
That's the good news.
exactly.
That's good news.
All right, next up, let's go somewhere in Ontario. What about Parry Sound?
Parry Sound.
Yeah.
So
Lakefront.
if you've been thinking about cottages, vacation properties, a few years ago that market was almost impenetrable
Yeah.
because price points were so high, inventory was so low. Now we're seeing a tremendous amount of affordability. Here's a property in Parry Sound. Under $700,000. This property would have been over $1 million a few
that's
years
beautiful.
ago. Yeah, so we're seeing some nice price corrections in the luxury markets and the vacation properties. And I like that there's room for improvement as well. I'm a big value add guy.
Yeah.
So if you want to invest in real estate, obviously you want to be able to take advantage of the cash flow and the rental potential, but also the upside of what I call forced appreciation. Doing some renovations and then having the new value of the home worth more than the purchase price plus the cost of the renovations. So this is a great opportunity to have a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
right
gosh,
there
I
in
love that.
Parry
And also
Sound.
those trees. Again, imagine having your coffee out there.
Yeah. Even better.
I love that.
Even better.
All right, let's head out to the West Coast. Let's go to Nanaimo, British Columbia.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
This is a cute home. Now, you got to remember, British Columbia is one of the most difficult markets for affordability. And Vancouver Island, beautiful place. Nanaimo, if you've ever been, you know how majestic it is and how delicious the desserts are.
They are very good. Very, very good. We love them.
But yeah, something modest, something simple. If you're going for the weather, if you're going for the outdoors and the ocean, You can get in at a reasonable price point, under $550,000.
Wow.
Right, pretty rare to see these types of price points. A little bit of land, great weather, sitting outside.
That lilac tree.
And again, I like the lilac tree. I got you with the lilac tree.
I love that.
But if you love gardening, if you love the outdoors, and again, if you want to be able to add value, this is a home where there's a lot of room for that price point to go up with the right renovations. So not turnkey, more of a fixer-upper. And the other thing to remember, a lot of these markets are smaller markets. That's sometimes where the best opportunities are. And the price points that you're seeing right now, I was talking to some of my agents across the country, and they said, look, list price is a suggestion right now.
Yeah.
Right? Come and talk to us. If you are in a position to make a good offer, clean, these are flexible prices.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest opportunity if you're thinking about real estate right now.
Okay, fantastic, Scott. Thanks so much for taking us on that
Absolutely.
tour. I hope that helps. We gotta go, but stick around. We'll be right back with the Dream Team.
Coming up, it's small space, big transformation for this family when Owen Reeves helps turn their yard into a summer oasis. That's coming up next.
Solve your dilemmas today. So when Rhiannon wrote to us for help with her small backyard, we sent Owen Reeves to the rescue.
Rhiannon wrote into the show asking for help. She has 2 small children, and as the weather gets warmer, she wants to maximize all the space she has outside. Can't wait to meet her.
Hi, so great to see you. Come on in.
Let's have a look.
Okay, so this is the space.
Now that I'm here, it's a little bit smaller than it seemed. I've got a whole bunch of plans in place. We've already got the plants. Any last-minute requests?
Well, I think unless you can fit a swimming pool in, I trust your judgment. It's going to be amazing.
We might have some zoning restrictions that will be a problem, but I promise by the end of the day today, you're going to have a totally transformed space for you and the family to hang out for the rest of the summer. Now you need to hit the road so I can get started.
Thank you so much. I'm out. It's in your hands.
Awesome. Now that she's out of the house, the clock is ticking. We need to get this whole thing wrapped in just a few hours. The first thing that we've got to do is get literally everything out of here. Big rake, big sweep, and we'll start bringing stuff in. Awesome. All right, got to get these plants off the street and into the yard. When I think of young kids, I think lots of color. And because it's a small space, just a few plants add a tremendous impact. As we do with most garden designs, at the back we've got our tall, dramatic pieces. These are all just foliage, but they're gonna add a ton of texture and color. The small annuals are gonna be blooming all season, and as the summer comes on, these hibiscus are gonna put on an amazing show. But they love the heat, so buds now, flowers later. Because the family are renting, almost everything that went into the design plan is really about adding elements that they can take with them to their next house. Here in this space, we have limited square footage to work with, but we have pretty much unlimited vertical footage. So I'd like to take advantage of any of that space that we can by using things like shepherd hooks and hanging baskets to create extra dimension and a little bit of drama. Yellow is definitely a color theme. I think the transformation looks amazing. It's about time to call Rhiannon in because we're ready for the reveal. Just watch your step there. And come on. And what do you think?
Oh my goodness. I can't believe you did this in a day. It's like a completely different space. How did you manage to fit everything in? I just can't believe it. We're on the move. He wants to go play.
Time to go check everything out.
Wow, look at all this stuff. This is fantastic.
Well, now that Fitz has got something to keep him busy, let me walk you through some of the things, starting with your new barbecue.
Wow, this is gorgeous. My husband's gonna lose his mind. I can't believe it. Wow.
That was from Walmart Canada. We also had a whole bunch of different decor pieces just to add a little bit of brightness to the space, add a little bit more life. And then we have a lot more plants.
Yes,
You
wow.
didn't have too much going on in the garden before, but we've added a whole bunch of annuals and tropicals
There's so much color, it's amazing.
and all-season color, and all of that came from Sheridan Nurseries.
Wow.
And then behind us here, this
A whole
wanna
new
miss-
space.
those are culinary herbs, so all you have to do is just duck out of the kitchen, take your scissors, snip off some mint, snip off some oregano.
So smart, my kids are gonna love this.
So I think I should let you hang out, bring the rest of the family, I'm gonna hit the road.
Amazing, thank you so much. Words can't express how this has changed our life. So thank you for all you've done. I really
that's
appreciate it.
too kind. I was so happy to do it, and I think you guys are gonna have a blast here all summer.
Can't wait, thank you again.
You're welcome, thank you, thanks.
I can't believe the transformation in just one day. It's so colorful. There's so much more life out here. My family's just gonna have a blast this summer. Thank you, Owen. Yay!
What a transformation! That was amazing.
That was a really fun makeover.
Yeah.
I love getting to use a lot of colors. We don't always get to do that, but when you've got young kids, lots of loud colors, lots of fun.
It's the way to go. Well, Rhiannon is actually in our audience today. Hello. How are you enjoying the new yard?
We have been eating dinner in our backyard every night. We are outside all the time. Like, it's truly been such a game changer for our family, and I can't say thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's
amazing.
so nice. Owen, good job. Thank you so much for writing in. That was absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad you're enjoying it.
It's so
let's go
amazing.
dinner.
Yeah.
So good. Also, I met her baby. What a delight.
cutie,
Oh
eh?
my gosh, what a cutie. Owen, great job. But if you think you could use Owen's help in the garden, just scan the QR code on your screen to apply to be on the show. We got to take a quick break, though. We'll be right back. Our dream team is answering your questions today. And Erica, this next one is for you.
Hi, Erica. I'm Ashley. This is my twin sister, Lindsay. And our grandmother, Judith, was a very stylish and elegant lady. She passed down her beautiful vintage scarf collection to us. Here are a couple. Now, we usually like to wear them like this around our necks. And sometimes we like to channel Jackie O and wear them on our heads with sunglasses, but we're looking for some new and modern ways to accessorize her beautiful scarves. So if you could provide us with some tips, Erica, that would be fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your questions, Ashley and Lindsay. This is a classic one. I've got stuff from my Nana, too, that I'm like, how do I make this work today?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, scarves are huge right now, and it's such a great accessory to add some personality. And speaking of personalities, I feel like we need to pull some people from the audience
think
to help me
so.
model Roxanne. Come up here, girl.
Roxanne, hi, where are you from?
Caledon.
Caledon, we love Caledon. All right, Roxanne, let's get into this lesson.
This is so funny. This was not planned, but look at I literally perfectly matched your outfit. This is from Melanie Lynn. I absolutely love it. So a big square is a great place to start because there's so many different ways to style it. On you, I'm going to do the half bow, okay? So
We're excited.
We're going to fold it in half and make a triangle.
Okay.
And then we're going to do the really fancy roll.
And by fancy, is it like casually fancy?
I mean, we're gonna basically turn it into almost like a rope shape.
Okay.
And then we're gonna take the center of that and we're gonna put it behind you.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do one knot. Okay. Boop. And then we're gonna, instead of doing double like a bow, we're only gonna take one side and pull it through.
Okay.
To create this really lovely bow silhouette.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Isn't that great? And that's cute. You can also turn it, and take the excess, flip it over the side, and it's so chic.
Roxanne, I feel like all you need is a convertible.
Yeah.
And your glasses, just stunning shades. Roxanne, thank you so much for doing this with us today.
You did so good.
Great job.
Okay.
Erica, we got one more.
One more to show you.
Okay.
Jen, come on up here.
Jen, where are you from?
I'm from Winnipeg.
Yes! All right, so what are we doing?
So what's really great about this particular scarf from Melanie Lynn is it's reversible.
We love it too for.
Again, not planned, but it matches perfectly with Jen's outfit. Okay, so we're gonna do the ascot tie on Jen. So this time we're going to, again, fold it into a triangle.
Okay.
But this time we're gonna keep the triangle in the front and the ends of the back.
Okay.
We're then going to twist and flip them back around. And then we're going to tie a knot. 1, 2.
Oh my gosh, you look like you're like it could sit in the library.
I feel really elegant.
Very fancy.
So specific, and I love it.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Thinking more like a yacht, maybe, or she's going to the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, that too. Okay.
Okay, and then this is literally it, right here. Ascot.
Beautiful.
Double knot, you're done.
Love
but
that.
there's more.
Yeah.
You can also take this knot,
Okay.
tuck it under, and now she's going to the Calgary Stampede.
Jen, fantastic, great job. You can head on back to your seat now. This looks beautiful.
Thank you.
We got some scarves. That was great, Erica.
So easy.
So easy. I love a scarf, I'm not gonna lie. All right, and studio audience, thanks to our friends at Fraz, the scarf company, you're all going home with their beautiful and sustainable dainty flowers scarves. Erica, let's head on back to the kitchen. All right, let's go. All right, hello, gentlemen. I feel like y'all have been having a nice little seat most of this time. It's always a good thing.
We're just chilling back there.
Scarves.
Yeah. You got any plaid ones?
I do, just for you, Scott.
Hook us up.
I love it. Okay, well, Scott, we have got another real estate question for you. This one comes from Jen. It says, "Hi, Scott. I'm thinking about buying or selling, but the real estate market is making me nervous. Is now a bad time, or is there a silver lining? Help!" With an exclamation mark. We love that. All right,
They really mean it.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people struggling to make a commitment in this market, and I totally get it. There's been some geopolitical pressures.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of uncertainty. Folks are confused, they're nervous. But that means there's probably some really good opportunities, especially in the buyer sector. Like if you've been sitting on the sidelines or you're a first-time home buyer and you've been struggling to penetrate the real estate market, you're gonna wanna start to pay attention immediately.
Okay. So there's like a couple, again, those silver linings we're going to talk about.
Yes.
I know that a lot of times, I feel like we see it in the news all the time, interest rates are kind of moving around.
They are kind of moving around.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Right?
They're kind of moving around. So, you know, you have to remember that so many properties were purchased and mortgages were initiated in 2020, 2021, and 2022.
Yes.
So now more than half of Canadians have their mortgages up for renewal.
3 of us do.
There you go. Everyone here's got a mortgage up for renewal. So it's a good time, and I know this can be uncomfortable for people because it's not in our curriculum, and most people don't really have a huge financial literacy when it comes to the conversations they're having at home. But the interest rates, your mortgage, your terms, amortization, all these things can have a massive impact on your wealth, on your cash flow. And yes, interest rates aren't where they were in 2021, but they have come down off of their peak, and they're likely to continue to come down slowly for the rest of the year. So you do want to pay attention to that. You want to make sure you get a really good rate. Talk to your current mortgage holder before your mortgage comes up for renewal. So what you want to do is you want to position yourself to be able to take advantage of the best opportunity. So that's the first thing is interest rates. Yes, keep an eye on it, but don't make your decisions just on interest rates because you only date the rate, you marry the price.
You date the rate. You marry the
Say that
price.
one more time.
Yeah.
What is it? You date the rate.
You date the rate because
Yeah.
that's going to move around.
Yeah.
It's going to move around. That's not a long-term thing.
Wow.
Long-term thing. We all-
Scandalous.
But the price is forever. What you pay never changes.
That is true. Okay, I like that. That's a good remember. All right, next up, we're going to talk a little bit about some new mortgage rules that are coming into play.
Yeah, and again, these are evolving with the new government. Same, not same.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you want to call it right now. But there have been a few things proposed, a little bit of relief on the GST for first-time home buyers. We have seen the threshold for uninsured mortgages go from 1 million to 1.5 million, which gives more opportunity, especially in the more expensive markets for first-time home buyers or new buyers. That's a big one as well. And also, amortizations have gone from 25 years to 30 years, which is going to reduce your monthly commitments. So a few triggers in there, which are helpful, and I'm hoping more to come. Because, you know, with everybody struggling to be able to afford homes, a couple small changes here you want to pay attention could trigger a real change in the real estate market.
Totally. Now, what about, was the question was specifically also about investor interest and investment? What do we want to talk about with that?
So investors, long-term investors like myself, I do a lot of buy and hold. I do some passive and active investing. You know, rental rates haven't really fluctuated. So we're doing fine cash flows there. Things are steady. It's also a good buyer's market. Anyone who's been sitting on the sidelines, anyone who's been watching their stock portfolio and been like, what did I just go through? And you want something a little more stable. The first thing that we're seeing is if you are thinking long-term, you might want to look at some passive opportunities. So folks who don't want to buy it and have tenants and fix it up themselves. There's a lot of opportunities in the market. I have a fund as well, and what we do is we raise capital with investors. We pool the capital in a fund, and we take advantage of some of the buying opportunities that exist, like the land assemblies and some of the first-class properties that we couldn't get our hands on a few years ago. We're securing them now and then going through the entitlement and planning stages, and then the plan is to sell them in 5 to 7 years in the future market, right? That people always say, I wish I bought 10 years ago. I wish I could. So I'm like, well, this is that time when you wish you bought. And then we do all the work in order to sell and capitalize in the future market.
Now, you're talking also about like if only I knew then what I know now. And that kind of goes for smaller cities too. Like you see these kind of up and coming smaller cities. What's your kind of tip on that?
I actually have a pretty good news story. Secondary and tertiary markets outside of the core markets across Canada, we're already starting to see a late spring start. We're starting to see movement in those markets. Affordability usually comes faster there. So there's listings. It's a good time if you're in a smaller market to really consider capitalizing on the affordability that's there before interest rates get any lower and folks who are renewing their mortgages, like everyone at this table, start to consider all of their options. Maybe when your mortgage is up for renewal, maybe you want to move, right? Or maybe you're renovating. So that's going to stimulate the market, and the smaller communities are starting to see that first. So that's a really good news story. There's affordability, there's cash flow, and there's just a good return on lifestyle, good return on investment in some of those markets.
Totally, and like you said earlier, there's the list price is
a suggestion.
Is a suggestion.
Yes. List price is a suggestion. Don't be intimidated by what you see online. You go online and look at the markets that you're interested in, the types of homes that you're interested, the opportunities for improvement, and then do the calculations yourself. If it's listed for $600,000, if for me it's only worth $400,000 or $500,000, that's the offer I'll put in. Right, and you can negotiate on conditions. Right now, getting a clean offer with very simple conditions is a dream come true for a seller. So do your work. Good deals. When everyone's like, "Where are the good deals?" They're there. They're sitting right in front of you, but they're not handed out. They're created. So you have a little bit of hustle to do. You got a little bit of work to do. 9 times out of 10, my offers don't get accepted, and that's just because I'm looking to create the best opportunities as well.
Okay, Scott, thanks so much. I hope that helps you. All right, now go to the Gardens. Don't miss Owen's top tips when we come back. Stick around. Today at Owen. This next one is for you from Helena. It says, "Hi Mary, this year we decided to have a veggie garden. We don't know where to start. My partner loves to cook and we would like to get our 4-year-old more into liking veggies. What should we plant?" Ooh, this is a big question.
A good question, absolutely. So we're going to start with a couple people with kids.
I feel
like you should be giving me advice on this. But, we're going to start with maybe not even veg. We're going to start with fruit.
Love it.
Oh.
Strawberries. Strawberries are
A favorite.
A
in the
favorite,
household.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're also really easy to grow. So these are ever-bearing strawberries. So these are the ones that you get a little bit of fruit through the whole season.
Ooh.
So not the kind you're going to make jam with, but they're great for maybe
We got no fruit.
soon.
We're waiting forever.
Very soon.
It teaches kids patience.
That's 100% true. 100% true. And this is also something you can come in a hanging basket like this, and you can hang it up. But I actually like putting them in a planter because this hanging basket will need to be watered all the time. And so if you put it in a bigger container, you can be a little bit. Maybe you miss a watering and everything's okay.
Guys, I have
Can we
no idea
start
what I'm doing.
transplanting?
Absolutely. Please
I
start
love
transplanting.
watching this
Shovel?
happen.
What's
Tie
happening
around your
here?
neck.
No, I put these on and I felt like I needed to start miming. I'm like so out of my.
I know when you
element
have
here.
gardening gloves on, you're
You
very
got
much
this.
like, hello.
You
how's
gotta
it
just be
going?
ready to make a mess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Am I pushing it in? I don't know.
No,
what-
you're pretty much there.
Oh, okay.
Scott, you're a gardener. You can help
Yeah.
Erica
Have
out.
you ever planted a plant before?
No, absolutely not. I feel honored to be doing it on your
This is
show,
how we get
Mary.
Erica into gardening.
Oh, we do it.
Apparently, yes.
My kids go out and they'll pick a couple berries in the morning.
Yeah.
That's how they got them into yogurt. I'm like,
Oh, see?
yeah.
No, and nothing tastes better than what you're growing yourself. I
Yeah.
absolutely
Yes.
promise, especially strawberries, because a lot of times you get in the store, it don't really tastes like anything.
No.
This will taste like a strawberry, I promise.
Totally.
Yeah.
Then we're doing lettuce.
Okay.
So you can make a salad with strawberries. Love it. Lettuce, very easy to grow. So this is butter lettuce, which I don't know
Love
if
that
you
for
use
the
that as
recipe.
a
Yeah,
newsletter.
absolutely.
Perfect.
So quick turnaround, and you don't need to harvest the whole head. We just trim the outer leaves, so you only harvest as much as you're going to eat that meal.
I have a whole bed that is just my salad bed.
There
and it's
you
got
go.
different little lettuces. You pick them
Just
out,
trying
put
to
them in a
take
bowl.
one off the edge
Salad
there.
bed.
Have a little.
Have a little
there you
snack.
go.
There we go. There we go.
Are you gonna need some dressing?
No, I'm also seeing mint though.
Mint, of course. And
This-
again,
In the recipe.
telling you.
That one.
So mint,
good.
remember to only plant it in a
Smells
planter.
delicious.
Yes.
Mint never goes in your garden.
No, it does
Otherwise,
not.
you will have nothing but mint
Yes.
forever in your garden.
Yeah.
Only in a planter. Very easy to grow. Also great in a salad. And works really, really well with strawberries. You can make a nice dessert with that. And these are all great for beginners.
Do you regret doing this inside?
I love it.
I'm making such a
Shahir,
mess.
it's our turn. What are we doing? What are we doing?
We are going to do some people pleaser veggies.
Okay.
These are I would say the essentials. We're going to start with tomatoes.
Oh, yeah.
If you're growing veggies, grow tomatoes.
We don't even have a
We don't need a shovel.
No,
man.
just get in
Scott's
there.
hogging the shovel.
So this is an heirloom tomato. Really, really great later on in the season. Very flavorful. And then if we're growing tomatoes, you have to grow basil. That's a must,
Yeah.
absolutely.
This already smells so good.
See? And so it works great with tomatoes if maybe you want to make a pesto with that later on.
Do I do
That bad
this?
boy in there.
Do I bust this up?
Absolutely.
you
Great
do.
point, Mary. So
Bust it
you
up.
want to loosen up the roots.
Oh, that's a
We're
good
gonna
tip.
pack it in this way.
Because otherwise they just keep growing in a circle like they were in the pot. So
Yeah.
loosen that up before you plant it. They'll grow much better and be happier.
My first gardening rodeo.
See?
Yeah.
And then, of course, cucumbers.
Yeah.
That is another one where we love cucumbers fresh off the vine, really, really tasty. Don't plant too many cucumbers.
Yes.
One plant gives you a lot of cucumbers. If you planted 3 or 4, you're going to be swimming in them. You're going to be trying to hand them out to your neighbor. You're going to be pickled, absolutely.
Listen, on that note, that was amazing. Great job, everyone. Helena, happy gardening. I hope you enjoy. We got to take a quick break, but our dream team will be right back. To everyone who sent us their questions, and let's hear it for this amazing dream team, shall we? Oh, amazing. Now, if you want to be on the show, there is lots of opportunities, including fashion, beauty, decor, makeovers, and more. Just scan the QR code on your screen to apply. That's our show for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time for more of the good stuff.